internet pals. How's it going today? Happy Thursday. I want to have some fun today. How's everybody doing today? I hope you all are doing absolutely wonderful. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. As you all are jumping in, just say hello. Just say hello. Let me know your name, where you guys are tuning in from. We're streaming live on YouTube, Facebook. We're out here in the university. So, hey guys, how's it going? Hope you all are doing wonderful. So today I want to talk to you about some credit cards. What's in my wallet? I get a lot of questions about what's in my wallet. So I'm going to talk to you guys about my money team, AKA my money team. A lot of people want to know, how do I get approved for credit cards? How do I get the money? How do I get people to give me the yes, give me the approvals? Y'all, I went from having a 545 credit score to a 850. And look. You see this stack? You see this stack? I call this my money team. It's my money team, y'all. Woo, it's my money team. So I want to talk to you guys about how you can grow your money team, how you can start just putting together a card stash that can pay you for a lifetime. I'm talking money back. I'm talking free trips. I'm talking benefits and rewards galore. So we're going to talk about that today. So as you all are jumping in, don't be shy. Just say hello. Just say hello. Let me know your name, where you guys are tuning in from, so I can teach you guys how you can start growing your money team, how you can start getting approved right away. Now, what I'm going to show you guys, now here's the thing. I have a lot of credit cards, right? But I don't use them all. So I'm going to give you guys just a high level of the credit cards that I do have, as well as some of my favorite ones that I use, because although I don't know how many cards I have anymore, let's count it together, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. And I have, I think, 2 more upstairs in my wallet. But I have like 31 credit cards, y'all. And I call it my money team. So I want to teach you guys how you can grow your money team. Hey, Marsha. Hey, Jesse. Thank you all for joining. As you all are jumping in, don't be shy. Just say hello. Let me know your name and where you guys tuning in from. Now, here's the thing, right? A lot of people say, Jerry, Jesus Christ, you have a lot of credit cards. Yes, I do have a lot of credit cards. At one point, I think I had gotten addicted to getting approved because I had went through such a hard stage in my life where it was hard for me to get approved for credit cards. I was getting rejected left and right. But what I later realized was I wasn't ready for that kind of credit anyway. I wasn't ready for $10,000 lines of credit anyway. I wasn't ready for 20, 30. I wasn't ready for that to begin with. So there was no way in hell a bank was going to give me an approval on something that I probably wasn't going to pay back to begin with. And so although, you know, people say, oh, you got a lot of credit cards. Y'all, I wasn't like that before. 5 years ago, I had a 545 credit score. I couldn't get approved for too much of anything. And so being able to stand before you guys today and being able to get approved for 31 credit cards and growing, and these are all actually active. So some of my credit cards are inactive, so I didn't even bother even talking about those today. But at the end of the day, right, I am a testimony. I'm a testament that you can take your scores from wherever you are today. You can go from broke. You can go from having poor credit scores. You can go from not having anything, getting rejected on the spot each and every time, to totally turning it all around, getting approved for the best rates, getting approved for the best offers. I'm talking banks competing for your business, throwing money at you, right? You could position yourself to have that. So let's talk about how you can, right? Hey, Megan, how is it going? Marsha from Minnesota. Lots of snow, right? It's snowing out here in Chicago. It's snowing out here in Chicago. So if this is the first time anybody, excuse me, y'all. If you're watching this from YouTube, if you're watching this on Facebook, if this is the first time you've ever watched any of my videos, just want to say, hey, my name is Jerry. I am the CEO of Fly Credit, where we help you have better credit, better opportunities, and a better lifestyle. So I teach you how you can rapidly raise your credit scores, how you can start rebuilding those bad boys to 850, and how you can start getting approved for the best rates, the best offers, the best deals, so that you can leverage your credit to make more money, set yourself financially free, and just live the good life. And so we're going to talk about how you can start taking it to the next level. We're in 2020, y'all, and it's time to take it to the next level. So, hey, Aisha. Hey, Tiara. So let's talk about it, right? My money team. It's my money team, y'all. I call it, and I call it like, you know how you see people in the pictures with the dollars next to their ear. Well, this is what I do with my credit cards. I call on the banks to say, hey, I need $500, or I need $1,000 or something, so I can take it to the next level. So as you all are jumping in, just say, hey, let me know your name, where you guys tuning in from. So let's talk about my money team, okay? Now, there are a couple of cards that I use consistently, and then there are some cards that I don't use really at all anymore, and I'll tell you why. There are a couple different types of credit cards, okay? You've got cashback credit cards, you've got rewards credit cards, travel credit cards, you have retail credit cards, and then you just have credit cards that have different types of rewards or whatever. So I have quite a few cashback cards. I do have quite a few retail cards as well, and I have quite a few travel credit cards. Now, the only type of credit card I don't have is an airline specific card, which would be like, you know, Delta or Southwest or United. I don't have those kind of cards. However, I am looking at the Southwest card because they have that companion pass. Although I don't really fly Southwest, but I just might do that. I have my eye on that card. However, I can't get that card right now, and I'll tell you guys why in a minute too. But here's the thing. When you're looking to grow your money team, you have to plan it out. Okay, this is what I later realized, is that you have to start planning it out, because a lot of credit card companies have different rules that you may not be aware of, and it could stop you from getting approved for the credit cards that you actually want. And that's kind of where I am right now. I'm kind of in limbo, because I like applying for credit cards, especially if they have really good perks, a lot of good rewards, and I just apply for it because I know 9 times out of 10 I'm probably going to get the approval. So let's talk about how you can grow your money team. First, you have to determine what's important to you. Do you want to travel more? Do you just want to get cash back on the purchases that you're already making? Do you just want to get some points to do some free Christmas shopping? There are, you know, quite a few things that you could do when you have credit cards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick some of my favorite ones out of my stack, and then we're going to talk about the ones that I truly, truly love and some that you could probably look forward to getting approved for. What I'm going to do first, though, is I am going to ask you guys, what credit cards do you have your eye on? Okay, I want you to think about this, because sometimes people tell me, well, I want to get approved for credit cards, but not many people even think about what kind of credit cards that they want. Yeah, you want credit cards, but not all credit cards are created equal. So think about this, okay? Drop it in the comments if you're watching this live. Do you want to travel more? Or do you want to make more money? Okay, kind of think through which one is more important to you, and then we could talk about which ones you should apply for. Okay, so let's talk about some of my first credit cards that I started getting approved for. Okay, so the Quicksilver, the Capital One Quicksilver, was easily like my first credit card that I ever got approved for. This is actually my oldest credit card. I've had this credit card for like 15, 16. I've had this credit card for a long time. When I turned 18 is the first card I had gotten. And this Quicksilver is really the, I guess you could say, the starting point to when I realized what cashback cards were about. So this particular card has a $0 annual. No, actually, the Quicksilver one I think has an annual fee now. I'm not really sure. I'm pretty sure this does have an annual fee now. But the Quicksilver one, you get about 1.5% on anything that you purchase. So if your idea is, okay, I see you make more money in the comments. I see that you want to travel in the comments. Cool. So we can talk about that today. So if you want to make more money, then there are a couple credit cards that you should consider. Some of them I actually don't have, but I do have my eye on them. I just can't apply for them right now. But my Quicksilver one, boom, was the first credit card that I had ever gotten that introduced me to the idea of cash back, meaning making money on bills that I'm already paying already. So if you're already paying a cell phone bill, if you're already paying a light bill, if you're already paying a gas bill, which, you know, cable bill, internet, most people are already paying that already. Your best bet, boom, is to put them on a credit card that's going to pay you money back. Okay. Now there are different type of credit cards, and I'll talk about this. So this is like my first Quicksilver one, my first cashback credit card that I ever gotten. Tiffany says she wants to make more money. You got the Citi. This is Citi Double Cash card. Now the Citi Double Cash Card is an interesting one. I don't use this as much as I used to. I think I used it before because it had a balance transfer offer. And when I had dug myself into $31,000 of credit card debt, one of the ways that I got the credit card debt paid off sooner was I transferred balances to cards that had 0% introductory offers. So this card had like a 0% introductory interest rate on balance transfers for I think like the first 12 to 15 months. I forget, it was a while ago. But because it had a balance transfer, I transferred most of my credit card debt over to this card, and it helped me save a lot of money on interest because it had 0%. So before I was paying across, different credit cards, 21%, 22%. And then when I transferred it to Citi, it was 0%. So I was able to pay the debt down a lot faster. So if you're trying to pay off credit card debt and you're trying to pay it off faster, you should go with a balance transfer card. Now, I like balance transfer cards because I have used this in a lot of other different situations. I don't have a lot of time to talk about that today, but I am doing a live credit Q&A tonight at 7 o'clock p.m. So if you want to jump in on that, I can definitely share the link with you guys. But the Citi Cash is interesting because if you charge the card, you get 1% back for any purchases that you make. And then as you pay the card back, they also give you another 1% back. So you get 2%, 1% for charging it, and then 1% when you pay it back. So I don't really use this card like that because I don't really carry balances on my credit cards. So it doesn't really matter. I've got the Barclays Cash Forward. I'm actually not going to talk about this one because they no longer offer that card. This Spark Business card. Spark Business. So the Spark Business, this was my first business credit card. So I was like, oh my God, I need a business credit card. Let me go to Capital One because I had already had a relationship with Capital One. So it only made sense to go get a Capital One business card. Here's a problem with the Capital One business card. It reports on your personal credit. So it's not really ideal for business owners that run balances, or if you're using it for marketing or things like that, because it's going to affect your credit scores when you run balances on them. So if you're looking for a business credit card, like a starter business credit card, this is a good start, don't get me wrong, but just know that it is going to report on your personal credit once you get it. So it can help you build business credit and it can help you build personal credit, but most people that get business credit, they don't necessarily want that reporting on their personal credit. So that is the Business Capital One Spark card. Let me see. I have another cashback card that I wanted to talk to you guys about. These are some of my faves. I'll talk about that one later. This is my Barclays Apple Rewards. If you guys, I'm sure a lot of you all that's watching this has an Apple account or Apple phone or Apple something, then you could actually get like special financing with this card. I'm actually not a fan of this card because you don't really get much back. You just get like special terms or, financing type of terms. Oh, but you also get points. I almost forgot to mention this. This card, you can get points towards Apple gift cards. So that is a good perk. You could get gift cards for purchasing making purchases on this card, the Barclays Apple Rewards. So you can get Apple gift cards when you charge this card. So that's another perk that you get with it. I just don't use it that much. Let me see. I have a Capital One Buy Power card. It is, I was purchasing cars at the time, so it was helping me save money on it, but I don't use it anymore. And then you've got the Freedom Unlimited, Chase Freedom Unlimited. Now, let me tell you guys one thing really quick, right? If you're trying to grow your money team, if you want to grow your money team, you want to get some of the better cards, Chase has a really big library of credit cards. What I would suggest, however, is you go for so the Freedom Unlimited is cool because you get like 1.5% back on everything that you make purchases on. I think there's also a $0 annual fee on this one. So there's no annual fee to have this card. You do get 1.5% back on all of your purchases, and the cash back, the points and everything, they don't expire. So that's a good thing too. So it's really a good starter card. This could really be a good starter card for people that want to get familiar with cash back. I actually did not apply for this card. I had a Chase Slate. I had a Chase Slate card, and then they just upgraded me. It just automatically upgraded me to the Freedom Unlimited, which I do actually use this card quite a bit, but I don't use this card as much as I use my Amazon Prime card. I love this card, y'all. Hey, Asta. Megan wasn't, are all 31 under personal or business? They're mostly, I think I would say about 26 of them are personal. The rest are all business cards. This is my Amazon Prime. It's like one of my favorite cards, simply because I shop on Amazon quite often, and you get a hefty 5% back on this one. So I get a lot of free stuff because I shop on Amazon for almost everything. And because I get 5% back, it's amazing how that cash back starts to add up. So I'm able to, purchase free gifts for people. I'm able to just get some extra stuff that I may need around the house. It's a pretty sweet card. I really like this card. This Amazon Prime card is backed by Chase. So you should know this. Chase has an interesting rule, however. So if you're trying to grow your money team, you probably should start off with Chase cards, because Chase has a 524 rule. Now, what the 524 rule is if you get approved for about 5 cards or more in the last 24 months, pretty much 5 cards in the last 24 months, then you won't be able to get approved for any of their cards. So your best bet is to start off with some Chase cards. You could do a Chase Slate, a Chase Freedom, Chase Ink is for business, but Chase has a lot of great cards. Their Sapphire card is awesome. I really, really want that card, but I can't get it because I have been approved for more than 5 cards in the last 24 months. So I can't get approved for it right now. So, when I decide to stop applying for stuff, then I'll go apply for it. But nevertheless, Amazon Prime, this is a really good card. I don't think you actually need really good credit for this one. I think even a 680 could probably do you good. A 680 could probably get you approved for that card. A 680 could probably get you approved for all these cards that I just mentioned, between the Quicksilver, actually anything that has a $0 annual fee are usually somewhat easy to get approved for, but the Quicksilver one, starter card. The Barclays Apple is pretty starter. The Citi Double Cash, starter. Spark Business, starter. Chase Freedom Unlimited, not really starter. You'll probably have to start off with the Chase Slate. Then they'll probably upgrade you to the Freedom Unlimited, but you can still give it a shot. And then the Amazon Prime card is pretty starter too. Now, let me see. Discover. I love my Discover It, because the Discover It, this actually gives you 5% back on a lot of different categories. Now, it doesn't give you 5% back on everything, but in my opinion, it gives you 5% back on everything that matters. So, like, for instance, groceries, gas, it's so many different categories that they give you 5% back on. So you can actually go that route. I mean, you could do restaurants, grocery stores. When you go Ubering, you get 5% back on that. It's just that it's rotating categories. So what they'll do is Discover will send you an email, and then they'll say, hey, these are the categories that you can get 5% back on. And then you'll just start charging your card for the gas or the restaurants or whatever you're getting that 5% back on, so that you can really start maximizing your earning potential. Some of you guys did say that you wanted to get some money back. So the Discover It could definitely help you with doing that. The Amazon Prime, if you're already making purchases on Amazon, you can get 5% back here. You can get 5% back here. That'll be a really good way for you to start making money on stuff you're already paying for. Now, let's talk about you've got, retail credit cards. I've got Victoria's Secret, Kohl's, Express. I don't even use those cards anymore. Target. This is probably my only card that I still use, is my Target card, because the thing is with Target will start you off at a retail level, right, where you'll only be able to spend money at that store. But eventually, as your scores get better, they will upgrade you to a Target MasterCard. So you can actually use this card anywhere, like anywhere. You don't have to just use it at Target. You can use it wherever you go. So yeah, that's the Target card. You get, you know, a couple of percentage back for charging it. It's not much. And then I have, let me see. I've got a couple of credit union cards from Navy Federal, PenFed. They have an Amex with rewards. This is a good card too. That's backed by American Express. I've got a State Farm card. Let me see. It's Navy Federal. If you guys want a Navy Federal card, hit me up. We're all family, right? Navy Federal gives a lot of great approvals. They're not very strict with their approval rates either. And it's a really good bank it's a really, really good bank to be with. So let's talk about some of my favorite cards, because the rest of these are business cards. I've got American Express Blue Cash. I've got a PNC. I've got American Express Gold. American Express Blue Plus. I've got a Speedway Fleet. These are all business cards. And then I've got another American Express Cash. So these are all cashback cards. These are some of my faves, okay? This one is my American Express Platinum. I really, really like this card. I really like this card. Now, the thing with this card, however, is that it does have a hefty annual fee. It's on the upward of like $500, but for me, it's worth it because you get a lot of points. You get like 5 times the points back on a lot of different purchases that you make on this card. So the American Express Platinum is awesome. You do need some pretty decent credit for this card. And I don't think this card has a limit on it. So this is one of those no limits kind of credit cards. However, it's still hard to charge whatever you want to on it without them calling you. Chase. I love my Chase Ink card. Now, I've got the Business Unlimited. They do have another one. I think it's like Business Preferred. I actually meant to apply for the Business Preferred. I didn't mean to apply for the Business Unlimited. This one only gives you cash back. No, it actually gives you some points too. You get points on this one too. I think it's about 50,000 points when you charge it like $5,000 in 3 months. Something of that nature. I can't remember all the rewards, honestly, but the Chase Ink, I love it. This is a business credit card. You can get this as a sole proprietor too, I believe. So if you're a sole proprietor, you have a business, you can get approved for this card, and it does not report on your personal credit. So I love that card, one of my faves. Venture. So the Venture One, this is a Capital One. Venture One. This was my first travel card, my very, very first travel card. And it was my first $10,000 limit that I had ever gotten approved for as well. So the Venture One is relatively easy to get approved for too. You could probably get approved for this for like a 680. Most likely, I think you probably get approved for this with a 680. And this one gives you points. So I think you get like 1.5 points back on everything that you spend. And so I used to really use this card a lot when I first got introduced to travel points. So the Venture One is a good place to start, simply because this does not have an annual fee either. And they'll start you off with some pretty decent limits as well. But you'll need some, relatively good credit for this one. But the Venture One is a really good place to start if you want to start traveling and you want to start traveling for free. The American Express Bonvoy card. American Express Bonvoy. Now, Chase has a Marriott card too that I do kind of think is a little better than the American Express. So, you kind of got to weigh your options with that one, but I have a really good relationship with American Express, so I decided to go with this Bonvoy card. But you get a lot of points, rewards, and you can stay at Marriott's, Marriott hotels across the world, and you can do most of it for free. You get a free stay and for your anniversary. It's a pretty sweet card. So if you're trying to get like free hotel stays, then hotel cards like these will be a good deal for you if you want to go that route. And then the last card that I have here is the new Apple. See this one, y'all? The new Apple Titanium card. This is a really decent card. I actually like this one because of the customer service. So I recently had a dispute with a company that I had purchased something from. They were supposed to refund me and they never did it. So what I did was I submitted a dispute through my phone, and then Apple texted me. They was like, hey, what's going on with this transaction? They submitted the dispute right away. It was taken care of, and I didn't have to call. I didn't have to wait on the phone forever to speak to somebody that didn't understand English. And so it was a pretty sweet little process. So I can definitely say that I really do like the customer service that this Apple Card comes with. It does give you, I think, 1 to 2% back on all of your purchases. So it's a, pretty sweet deal if you want to get cash back. So, this is what's in my wallet, y'all. So, people always ask me, what's in your wallet, Jerry? What's in your wallet? What do you have? I do have quite a bit of credit cards, but I do have my eye on some other credit cards that I want to get approved for. But for some of them, I just can't get approved for right now. So my friends, if you want to start building your money team, step one, what I want you to do is I want you to start looking into Chase cards. Chase cards are a good place to start. Capital One as well. But Chase, remember, has a 524 rule. So if you go get approved for 5 cards or more, 5 cards in a 24-month time period, then you're going to have a difficult time getting approved for a Chase card because of that rule. So you have to wait before that time expires before you can get approved. But a lot of these cards you can get approved for with at least a 680. I would say shoot for a 720. Shooting for a 720 and above will definitely get you, those approvals a lot faster. No hassle. You ain't got to worry about getting rejected. And you'll feel good about yourself, right? You'll feel good about being able to get approved. You'll feel good about being able to walk in the bank, clapping your hands. It's my money and I need it now. And so I want to help you with gaining that confidence. I want to help you with gaining that ability to be able to get approved on the spot, to get those instant approvals, to get the best rates, to get the best deals. And so you can definitely start doing that. But the first step is you got to get your scores to like 680, 720 so that you can start getting approved right away. Now, if you want to get approved right away, what I highly suggest that you do, if your credit scores are not there right now and you need some help, download our Flawless Credit Guide. It is $7 and it will help you start repairing your credit because it does have some dispute letters in there that you can use. Just plug and play your way to better credit. It also has 5 bulletproof strategies that you can start using to rapidly rebuild your scores right away. All right. So it has literally the entire blueprint on what you need to get started with repairing and rebuilding your credit so that you can start getting approved for those homes, keys, cars, lower rates, all that good stuff. So you can download that guide. If you want some more, hand holding, more specific help, then join our Credit Accelerator training that's going to be happening next week on Monday. We're going to be doing it at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I'm going to be talking everything from, whatever you guys want to talk about, really. Every Credit Accelerator training is different, so nothing is ever the same. Once you sign up for the Credit Accelerator training, you're going to get a survey sent to you. I need you to fill out that survey so that I can customize the training to your actual needs. I'm going to be answering questions. I'm going to be really teaching people how to start rebuilding their credit scores right away. I'm really going to teach you guys just the blueprint. You're really going to be able to copy my strategies and duplicate my success, all by learning from somebody that's already done it. And if you have any specific questions, concerns, y'all, feel free to schedule a free consultation with us. We'll be more than happy to help in any way that we can. Because 2020 is your year. 2020 is your year of instant approvals. 2020 is your year of approved. Say approved. Drop it in the comments. You're going to get approved in 2020. Asta says 720 in 2020. I know that's right. 2020, 720, 2020. I'm interested in NF. What is the best way to contact you? What is NF, Asta? I don't know what that is. Let me know what that is. Sending you an email. I'll be looking out for it, Megan. I'll be looking out for that email. So, y'all should know that credit is really, it's really the center of our economy. It's really the most important part of our economy, but it's the least understood. I don't necessarily think that's a coincidence. So I want to help you with overcoming that misunderstanding of credit. I want to help you with creating your own economy, because if you had $20, $30, $50, $100,000 or more in credit available to you, there's so many different things that you could do. You could take the free trips. You can make the smart investments. You can literally set yourself financially free, all by leveraging other people's money. And the funny thing is, It's not hard. All you have to do is work on your credit. And working on your credit is easier than trying to save $100,000 in 2 years. I mean, can we agree? I mean, do you think you could save $100,000 in 2 years? Probably not. But I can tell you can get about $100,000 in credit in 2 years. I'm a testimony. I know that it works. I've helped people get approved for cards. I've been able to get people approved for homes. I've been able to help people get approved for so many different things. But that's because they actually wanted it. So, just ask yourself, what do you want? Ask yourself, what do I really, truly want in 2020? Do I want to keep struggling with my credit in 2020? Do I want to keep wondering if it's ever going to get better in 2020? Or do I want to start making the commitment to making positive, lasting change? Because it can happen for you. It can happen for you. All you got to do is do it. That's all you got to do. What's the app to get dispute letters from again? There is no app, but I do have the Flawless Credit Guide. The Flawless Credit Guide will give you it's an instant download of $7, and you can download. There's dispute letters in there for collection accounts, inquiries. You can update your personal information. You can dispute any negative account on your credit, and it also gives you 5 bulletproof ways to rapidly increase your scores right away. Okay, so there's no fluff in that guide. Everything in that guide I have personally used to take my scores from 545 to an 850. All right. And there's not many credit gurus that that can tell you that they actually reach 850 and show it to you. I have showed people my credit scores. I have taken screenshots of my back office of my credit card account to show people that I have personally reached 850. And I can't teach you something that I've never done before. And it really irks my nerve when I see other people that think that do that too. Like, you can't teach somebody how to do something you've never done. I am board certified to teach you about credit. I am board certified. So everything that I teach you, I know works. Everything that I teach you, I have helped other people do. Everything that I teach you can help you drastically transform your life. It's just about a matter of what's more important to you. Right? What's more important to you? Because sometimes I get people that tell me that I want to, improve my credit. I want to improve my scores. I want to get approved for credit cards. And then when I tell them the next steps to do it, then they ghost me, right? They ghost me. They disappear off the face of the earth. And then I never hear from them again. So, it depends. What do you want to do? And if you want to do it, you can make it happen. So you guys can download my Flawless Credit Guide. My Flawless Credit Guide is $7. It'll get you in the game to rapidly improving your credit scores. If you want some more personalized help, my friends, then you can join my Credit Accelerator training that's happening on Monday at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. That is $67. You'll get a live 1.5 hour training with me. It is customized to everybody that is attending. No Credit Accelerator training is the same. It is always different depending on who is coming. So if you decide that, Jerry, I'm coming to your Credit Accelerator training, Jerry, I'm ready to make a change, then all you got to do is click the button, get it for $67, and then you're going to get 4 extra bonus trainings. So the 4 bonus trainings is going to teach you how to get approved for credit cards without a credit check. It's going to teach you how you can start cashing in on your credit. It's going to teach you how to craft winning dispute letters that get read and get you results. So, you can learn it, and I'll be happy to teach it to you. All you got to do is click the buy button, $67. For the Credit Accelerator training. And if you have any specific question, my friends, you can always schedule a free consultation with us. The links are in the description for you so that you can make that happen. But I'm telling y'all, man, I couldn't have imagined that I would be the person that I am today. I couldn't imagine that this single mom of 2 could go from making $45,000 a year, barely making it, struggling, living paycheck to paycheck with poor credit, to buying my first home, saving thousands of dollars, helping thousands of people across the United States change their credit situation. It's just been amazing to me. And so I know that if I can do it, you can do it too. So here's to growing our money teams in 2020. Here's to growing our money teams in 2020. How long does it take to get to 850? Well, it took me 5 years to get to an 850. Will it take you 5 years to get to an 850? Possibly. It could be shorter if you use my strategies, if you use my tips, if you use my proven methods. You could get there a lot faster than I did, because I wasted a lot of money. I wasted a lot of time. I wasted a lot of energy with people and tactics and methods that just didn't work. So, you know, if you want what works and if you want to fast track your way to 850, then you can definitely do it. You could definitely do it. You just have to be patient, because it's going to take some time. You're not going to be able to get to an 850 in 2 years. I mean, you probably could actually. You actually probably could, but I wouldn't. I don't advocate for that. That's not what I advocate for. I advocate for smart money management. I advocate for having patience. I advocate to help you with getting there, but doing it the right way. So again, here is to growing our money teams in 2020, growing our money teams in 2020. And so if you guys are jumping in late, no worries. We're going to, you know, wrap this up, but we were talking about, you know, my 31 credit cards and, you know, some of the better ones that you can get approved for, how you can go about getting approved for them, and just what to avoid. You know, don't apply for too many cards at one time. Don't go crazy. Just get approved, you know, one by one. And before you know it, you'll have 700 plus credit scores. Before you know it, you'll have 800, 850. Before you know it, you'll be debt free. Before you know it, you'll have that house. Before you know it, your life will be totally different before you know it. It's just a matter of taking action. So again, I love you guys. I'm going to be doing a live Q&A. It's going to be starting at 7 p.m. Tonight. So Central Standard Time. I'm going to be kicking out those links. So if you're on my email list, you should have gotten that email this morning. If you didn't, I'm going to be kicking that out in a minute so that you guys can jump on live. We can have a little more fun. So if you guys have any specific questions about credit repair, credit rebuilding, business credit, with whatever, I'm going to be answering that live tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time over on our YouTube channel. So I look forward to seeing you guys there. I'll drop the link here at like 6:45-ish. I'm here on Facebook, so I'll drop that link a little later. But I'll see you guys on YouTube if you want to get those questions answered. So I will see you all soon, and here's to growing that money team. See y'all next time.